Why compare Singapore to the Philippines, huh?
Singapore and the Philippines, while both in Southeast Asia, are distinct nations with different histories, cultures, and trajectories. Singapore, a city-state, became independent in 1965 after separating from Malaysia, while the Philippines has a longer history as an independent nation, gaining independence from the United States in 1946. Their contrasting paths, influenced by factors like colonialism, economic policies, and political systems, have led to their current states, with Singapore often cited as a model of economic success, and the Philippines facing different developmental challenges, according to some online discussions.
Siphons off billions meant... I'm sure you've heard the news. The Philippines is still battling poverty, but why? Despite being rich in natural resources and boasting a young, dynamic workforce, the Philippines remains one of the poorest countries in Southeast Asia. Why? Corruption in government siphons off billions meant for development. Experts say 20% of the national budget vanishes into the pockets of the corrupt. That's money that could build schools, hospitals and roads. Another issue, inequalities. The richest 1% control more than half the country's wealth, leaving millions scraping by on less than $2 a day. As Jose Rizal once said, the youth is the hope of our future. It's time for change and it starts with us. Stay informed, stay engaged. Let's make a difference together. I'm sure you've heard the news.
Meat, fish, or vegetables discarded by... In the slums of the Philippines, poor people have to pick up leftover food to process food. These dishes are called pagpag. Pagpag food can also be expired frozen meat, fish, or vegetables discarded by supermarkets and scavenged in garbage trucks where this expired food is collected. After dirt and inedible substances are removed, pagpag can be eaten on the site where it is found. It can also be processed further, most commonly by frying it in hot oil depending on the kind of food. Pagpag is made to serve people who are having financial difficulties. Each pagpag meal costs about... In the slums of the Philippines, poor people have to pick up leftover food to process food. These dishes are called pagpag. Pagpag food can also be expired frozen meat, fish, or vegetables discarded by supermarkets and scavenged in garbage trucks where this expired food is collected. After dirt and inedible substances are removed, pagpag can be eaten on the site where it is found. It can also be processed further, most commonly by frying it in hot oil depending on the kind of food. Pagpag is made to serve people who are having financial difficulties. Each pagpag meal costs about 40 cents. Consuming too much pagpag can lead to gastrointestinal diseases, hepatitis A, or malnutrition. In the slums of the Philippines, poor people have to pick up leftover food to...
Hopelessly pathetic country. The Philippines is a hopeless hellhole. Let's face it, folks. We are a hopelessly impoverished, hopelessly pathetic country that relies on exporting its people abroad as OFWs. Seafarers, nurses, engineers, IT professionals, architects, cooks, waiters, domestic helpers, bar girls, prostitutes, and even drug mules. A country that is incapable of creating enough decent paying jobs for its people. Pathetic! If you honestly and objectively look around you, it's true. We are a country that has repeatedly been unable to solve the most fundamental economic issues. Hopeless! All we do is look at surface issues and symptoms, and we try to cover those up with what are supposed to be temporary symptom-suppressing band-aids. Is this what we want for the Philippines, folks? Aren't we going to try to fix this?
Massive corruption lets politicians... The Philippines is blessed with gold, fertile lands, and oceans full of fish, yet millions struggle in poverty. Why? Massive corruption lets politicians and foreign companies take most of the wealth. While mining giants earn billions, local workers get pennies. Centuries of colonial rule trained the system to favor outsiders over Filipinos. Now, a few powerful families control everything. Is there hope? Or will this cycle never end? Comment your thoughts. Who's really to blame? The Philippines is blessed with gold, fertile lands.
Are still fighting daily battles against poverty. And am I the only one that didn't know that 63% of Filipino families consider themselves poor? Yep, that's 17.4 million families. Poverty in the Philippines is on the rise again. As of December 2024, a staggering 63% of families see themselves as poor, the highest rate in over 20 years. Mindanao and the Visayas are hit the hardest, with over 70% self-rated poverty. Food poverty is also climbing, with 51% of families struggling to afford enough food. While the government reports fewer poor people due to higher wages and jobs, the reality for many Filipinos feels different. These numbers show that millions are still fighting daily battles against poverty and hunger. Understanding these challenges is the first step toward real change. Am I the only one that didn't know that 63% of Filipino families consider themselves poor?
Causing the Philippines. Why did the Philippines decline from being a wealthy nation in Asia to its current state of poverty? As one of Southeast Asia's earliest countries to encounter Western civilization, the Philippines boasts a rich historical heritage, but has also endured multiple instances of foreign invasion and rule. Following World War II, the Philippine economy soared in the 1950s, ranking second only to Japan and earning accolades as Asia's second wealthiest nation. However, by the 1960s, political corruption led to wasteful resource allocation and inequitable distribution, causing the Philippine economy to falter and stagnate. Moreover, internal armed conflicts and social unrest hindered the inflow of foreign capital. Additionally, frequent typhoons, earthquakes, and volcanic eruptions inflicted substantial economic losses, damaging infrastructure and affecting agriculture and other industries, exacerbating the country's poverty. In summary, political corruption, social unrest, and natural disasters are multiple factors contributing to the Philippines' transition from a wealthy Asian nation to its current state of decline. Why did the Philippines decline from being a wealthy nation in Asia?
Kamusta po kayo dito?
Strike.
Kamusta po kayo dito?
Magagalit yung manager kita.
Yan na po yung tulugan nyo, no?
Yeah.
Yan na, oh.
Almost the same size as Norway. The Philippines may look like small on the map, but it's secretly one of the biggest island nations on Earth. It has over 7,600 islands and covers 300,000 square kilometers, almost the same size as Norway. But here's what really shocks people. The Philippines has 118 million people, making it the 13th most populated country in the world. Their population is so large in the country South Africa, with 60 million, Poland with 38 million, and Netherlands with 18 million, all adds up to the Philippines' population. One island alone, Luzon, has 64 million people. That's more than the entire population of South Korea. The Philippines may not be huge on the map, but when it comes to people, it's massive. If you learn something new, hit subscribe.
Hey, hello friend, we come to the end already. Have you subscribed yet? Yes, press the subscribe button and the like button and the share button. Thank you and have a nice day.